So in order to transition from a top bar hive to a Langstroth hive, we have to make sure that we have the right frames and bars. So this is a regular frame for a Langstroth hive, and we have been using top bars for our top bar hive. So what we want to do is we want to fill this frame with some wax or some type of foundation. Now you can buy plastic foundation. You can really do this in many ways. So I'm trying to do it more on the cheaper way, and I'm using existing resource that we have from our top bars. So this is a little bit of a mock-up of what the final version is going to look like. And you can see here that this piece here is from our top bar. It's wax that our bees would have made. So what I've actually done here in order to get this result is that I've cut the comb off here at the base so that I just have the wax to work with. And then what I've done in this bar, in this frame rather, is that I drilled some holes here and some holes here. So you'll notice those holes, they're a little bit small, they could be drilled a little bit bigger. I've done the same thing on the other side. And so once I've cut that wax off, I also made some holes in the wax, there, and there. And that's just really so that I could take the fishing line and I could help suspend it to the top of the bar and kind of fit it in the bottom. So that's what I've done there. And so using just regular fishing line, I've attached that to 3 places on the top of the bar. And then from there, because I have those holes that are drilled on the side, on each side, and because I've had the holes drilled on each side, you can then take the fishing line and you can help stabilize that piece of wax. So that's what I've done here. I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but we'll come in just a bit closer. So you can see the fishing line helping to stabilize that piece of wax. And I've got it on the front and I've got it on the back, just using those same holes. Now I've used thumbtacks to be able to wind up the fishing line too, and then draw it through and pull it nice and tight so it's stable there. You could use very small nails, whatever it is that works for you, but I've used some tacks here to kind of tighten up that fishing line to help stabilize. Now you'll also notice this white piece of wax, and well, what that is, it's just strips of wax. That's all that it really is. They're starter strips, and I'm just going to put them here, and I'm going to put them here as well, just to help the bees. Now why do we do this? Well, if you filled up your Langstroth hive just with empty frames like this, with no starter strip, no wax, nothing at all, then the bees may start to just cross comb. So they would build some comb on this one, and perhaps the comb they're building will be on the next bar, the next frame and the next frame and the next frame, and then you really got a big mess. So in order to help the bees out, you want to give them some type of template, some type of guide on how to build that wax, so that when the 2 frames are together, and of course this one would look similar to this one, and you have them together in your hive like this, then it helps the bees know to build that comb nice and straight so that you can remove each bar inside of the hive. So this is the beginning for us on transferring from a top bar hive to a Langstroth hive, and this is how we're going to do it.
Here we are trying to catch our queen because we are going to split our hive today. So Derek is bare hands. Let's hope there's no stings involved. She's a little hard to catch there. She's a little quick. Oh, I think he got her. And put her in her little cage. It's awesome.
There she is.
She's in there. Good job. Good job catching her. All right. Wonderful.
So I'm going to keep her inside here so that she's safe while we start to transfer some of the bars to the other hive. So step number 1, get your queen.
And you see the hiveway in the back there, the orange hive? We're going to transfer them over into that hive. Step number 2. We need to find some comb with some brood in it to put in the new hive. So that means busy bees, trying to get them cleaned off to have an empty bar so we can transfer it to the other style of hive.
So there's one.
There's one. You're gonna look for another one?
Yep.
Going in to see if we can get another one. Oh, that one looks empty.
So. Just gonna make sure there's no cell on it.
You're seeing some brood, but there's a cell on it.
This has the cells. This has cell. I'll take from this.
All right, we found another one with brood that we will take for our new hive.
Gonna shake again.
All right. And brush them off.
And so here's what we've done. So we come in closer, and I actually literally cut the wax off of the bar, and then I took some fishing line and I put it here in the hopes that the bees are going to fill this in. So it gives them a really good place to start. Some of these bees will hatch out, and hopefully it'll be the beginning of this Langstroth hive for us, which we want to have so we can compare between the two. So now I have the queen. So the queen that we placed in her cage is here. So I'm going to release the queen inside the hive. Just open this up. She goes right inside the hive, right there. And we're going to shake some more bees in here. A little puff of smoke. So as we shake these bees in, we know that the foragers will probably go back to their parent hive, but the nurse bees will stay in the new hive, which is what we want. These together.
Lots of bees.